Hello, this is Skywarp's Hangar, and today we have the Star Wars SH Figuarts Battle Droid in the Geonosis Color. This figure comes in a box, as you see here. If you want to see the side, there you go. On this side, you have that. On the top, you got that. And on the bottom, you have some Japanese writing. And on the back, you have some pictures of things you can do with your newly acquired figure. Now, pick it back up. The Battle Droid does come with some accessories, which are pretty cool. First off is his little antenna that goes on his back. And change that out. You just unplug it. Take this part and you plug it in. So that's pretty nifty. Yeah. So you can have him up and activated. And for storage, you can always just put this back in the tray that thing came in, and there you go. So you don't lose your part. He does come with a gun, which you can see here. Very nicely detailed. Got some paint apps on the top here, and also there. Yeah, very nicely detailed, if I do say so myself. And also, he comes with a 3PO head, so that's pretty cool. Very nice. Very good job on the eyes, if you can see that. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so you can zoom in. Check out 3PO. Notice there's two different colors here. One for his face, and then he has more of the goldish tint for his head. But that's pretty neat. I also like how they did the eyes. Very reminiscent of my Bandai model kit's face. In fact, I do have that for comparison. Give me a second. Here we go. So you can compare the two heads. Yeah. Well, let's see, are they the same size? That's hard to tell, isn't it? They look roughly the same size. Maybe he's a little bit bigger. Huh. Yeah, but that's pretty nifty. See, a really good job on his face. You got the back of his head there. And got some really nice mold detailing in that crest. And they have his little antenna piece. Yeah, pretty nifty. And to change this part out, all you have to do is pull his head off. And you can see where there's a square slot in there. You just basically just plug it in. And for articulation, you can turn his head. He doesn't really look up or down or anything. He pretty much just turns his head. So, that's how that works. Let's put this back in. Then we'll go into articulation on this figure. He has like a joint here, which that comes looking like it's detached and stuff. Well, you can put his head down, he can look up, he can move his head forward. Does that move too? Yes, it does. So yeah, there's a lot of joints in that neck. Then he can turn his head left and right. At the shoulder, you have this shoulder pad, which kind of moves up to make way for some articulation, I'm assuming. He can move his arm up about that high, and you get a swivel here at the upper bicep, which that's kind of cool. And then you get a 360 wind-up pitch at the elbow. He can go back about that far. And he could go up maybe a little hair over a 90. At the wrist, you get a swivel there, and it does have a joint so you can kind of move it all over the place. He has articulation at the thumb. Then you have articulation at this joint right here, and you also have articulation at the tips of the fingers. So that's pretty nifty. Let's try to move that. Oh no! You will run into that problem. But it does plug right back in. At the waist, you do get a pivot there. So that's pretty cool. You can turn, and these kind of joints kind of go with the body, which that's pretty neat. At the thigh, they can move outward about that far. You aren't going to get kung fu kicks out of him. He can kick up really, really high. And my light is malfunctioning. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, and then he can go back about that far. I'm just going to turn that thing off. Heck with it. All right. Then at the knee, he can kick up about that high. He can go up that high. Which you can see the leg has kind of a little slot in it, so it can make way for the articulation. That's kind of cool. Then at the foot, you can move the foot back that far and that far forward, and you also have a pivot joint there as well, so you can spread his legs out. Yeah. Then you can have him standing flat on his feet, which that's pretty neat. Let's see. Come on. You know you wanna. There we go. Did I have that right? There. Now, I have heard that Battle Droid doesn't like holding his gun. I don't know. I don't seem to have a problem with him holding his gun. I do have a problem with that. That sucks. Of course, that would do that on camera. But let's see here. No! Get back on there! Yeah. Alright. What I do, I should say, is I put the fingers through there, and then you just pull the thumb forward to kind of grip that handle, and yeah, it's not coming out. So he does hold his gun well, that I will say. Like I said, I've heard people having issues with that, but he does have articulation in the thumb to tighten that grip. So that's something you might want to check out if you were having issues with that. But yeah, he's a pretty cool figure. I'll give you some close-up of him so you can see him up close. Really good battle detail in there. Like the paint apps they added and the wash they put on him. He has some mold details there in the thigh, which are pretty cool. And turn him around. Yeah, he's pretty nifty. He has this area at the top of the backpack, which blocking the light, but it has a nice wash in it as well, as you can see. Then you have the back of his head there, which is done very nicely. Very, very accurate. I fell. Oh, yes. And he has weapon storage. Now, one thing I will tell you, I don't have him. I don't have the, what is it, the light colored battle droid, the episode 1 battle droid. I don't have him. But, so I can't tell you if that one does it as well. But, if I'm not mistaken, something comes out of here. Yes. Alright, you gotta get your fingernails in there. I don't have very long fingernails. Oh, you just pull that out. Alright, so this little piece right here, it'll come just like so, where it's in the backpack. You just kind of take your fingernail and kind of work it out to where it pivots out. Then you can take your gun and theoretically, I don't know where. Let's see. Where is the spot? Would it be there? Perhaps it's there. There is a spot. There should be a spot. For some reason, I'm thinking that's the spot. Where is the spot? Oh, that doesn't seem right. But supposedly there's a spot where it can go on his back. Let's see. Maybe it's in the instructions. By the way, it does come with instructions as well. See, it helps to read the instructions. Now, what you do is you pull that little pivot out, that little part out, and you rest it right where the trigger's at. Right there. So in between the trigger and that handle piece is where his gun stores. So you can store it on his back just like so. Which that's pretty cool. Yep. You can store it on his back just like so. And it goes right in between the handle of the gun and that cover grip thing. Right at the trigger. If you didn't see me put that on, then here you go. Just put it on just like that and then push it forward. Pretty nifty. That is our review for our battle droid. If you like our review, please click like and please subscribe to the page to see more reviews from us. Come with a gun, which you can see here. Very nicely detailed. Got some paint apps on the top here and also there. Yeah, very nicely detailed, if I do say so myself. And also, he comes with a 3PO head, so that's pretty cool. With your newly acquired figure. Now, pick it back up. The battle droid does come with some accessories, which are pretty cool. First off is his little antenna that goes on his back. And change that out. You just unplug it. Nice. Very good job on the eyes, if you can see that. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so you can zoom in. Check out 3PO. Notice there's two different colors here. One for his face, and then he has more of the goldish tint for his head. Which that's pretty neat. I also like how they did the eyes, very reminiscent of, take this part and you plug it in. So that's pretty nifty. Yeah. So you can have him up and activated. And for storage, you can always just put this back in the tray that thing came in, and there you go. So you don't lose your part. He does. Hello, this is Skywarp's Hangar, and today we have the Star Wars SH Figuarts Battle Droid in the Geonosis Color. This figure comes in a box, as you see here. If you want to see the side, there you go. On this side, you have that. On the top, you got that. And on the bottom, you have some Japanese writing. Ah! And on the back, you have some pictures of things you can do